You put your inside of Lala in Mexico. Answer the phone. Answer the phone. So, there's this girl, and her career is hanging by the treads, literally, after she filed a restraining order on this guy who then filed an emergency motion on her, exposing her. And if you've been living under a rock and don't know who these two are, this is Haley from The Little Mermaid, and this is DDG, a very popular YouTube streamer slash rapper. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this week has not been a good one for the Believe All Women crowd. First, Megan Thee Stallion gets exposed, and now DDG just dropped a nuke on Halle Bailey. It's like every day there's a new plot twist. So let's break this down. Apparently, DDG filed an emergency motion to stop Halle from taking their son Halo out of the country. He's saying she's an imminent emotional and psychological risk to the kid. And yes, he said intimate at first, but we all know he meant imminent. He's worried she's not stable enough to take care of herself, let alone their son, especially if she leaves the country. He even brought up that one time she took his pew-pew and just dipped without telling him where she was going. Like, what's she gonna do with a pew-pew? She's never even held one before, and she was pregnant at the time. Then there's the whole abortion thing. She almost went through with it behind his back, but changed her mind last minute. But it gets darker. 2 months after Halo was born, DDG says Halle sent him a bunch of texts threatening to do the deed and even hinting that their son might be in danger too. Meanwhile, Halle's out here accusing DDG of being abusive, saying he slammed her face into a steering wheel and chipped her tooth. DDG's got a different story, though. He says he just came to pick up Halo, and Halle jumped in the back seat, started swinging, and ended up smacking her own head on the steering wheel. He even posted a picture of his hand all cut up, saying she did it. Now, this is just sad, like, bro, but you can tell DDG didn't want to go public with all this. He probably felt like he had no choice.
It's gonna make her unhappy, because I'm gonna get nigga, what? I got money to spend. I don't even want to do that. It ain't gonna be no, oh, I'm not getting no public defender. You feel me? I don't want to do that.
Fighting for his son and all. He's asking the judge to block Halle from taking Halo to Italy, and he even wants full custody. But let's be real. Does he really want that? I mean, he's rich. He could just hire a nanny or have his mom move in. Maybe he does want full custody. Who knows? And then there's the text messages. Oh man, these texts are wild. Halle's just unloading on him, message after message, all at 11:09 p.m. You know she's mad when she can't even get it all out in one text. She's frantic, misspelling everything, just spiraling. You leave me hanging as a mother. I'm begging you. Found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. I'm done. My son won't be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him. Let her be his mom. It's like she's not even making sense at this point. And then DDG, still calm, just says, I can't believe you're acting like this. She fires back. And then she's like, I'm scared of you. I feel like you're going to do something to me in my sleep. I'm not letting you in my house around guns. Just go home. I'll pick up Halo from there. And then, me and Halo are in the cold and you won't let us in your house. Are you serious? It's just a mess. But honestly, I don't think Halle's crazy. This is just what happens when people are pushed to the edge. Take 5 women, I bet at least 4 of them have had a meltdown like this at some point. It's just that they're not famous, and maybe it happened before text messages were a thing. But then she goes off again. You put your inside of Lala in Mexico. Answer the phone. Answer the phone. I'm gonna try one more time. If you don't answer, it's over forever. I'm not playing Daryl.
Bruh.
You know it's serious when she calls him by his real name. Then DDG texted, I just want to be alone, please. I'm calling for help. I have a... And DDG's like, have a for what? This is 2022, by the way. Then he says, if you don't come back here, I'm calling the police. I don't want you to do something stupid. You have a son. I know you took my... Has no safety. Put it down. That's nothing to play with. She's just spiraling, saying, you ruined me. You hung up on me when I was begging for help. You're so focused on being famous and having money. How could you go to Mexico and be with someone else? How could you talk trash about me to your family and all the women you want to talk with? You want to ruin me, and you succeeded. She's having a full-on meltdown. And you can tell, back in 2022, her texts were way more coherent, everything spelled right, making sense. But by 2024, it's just a mess, barely readable, just pure emotion. She's threatening again and again. And DDG's just replying super calm, almost creepy calm. But honestly, he probably just knows this is how it goes. This is what people do when they're spiraling. It's all manipulation tactics, classic moves, rent, and then more texts. Crazy how the one person I thought I could trust keeps proving me wrong. You know I struggle, but when I'm going through something, you ignore me until I go crazy. You throw my insecurities in my face and laugh about it. You put your phone on airplane mode and say you're not dealing with it. But when something bad happens, don't say anything, because this is my attempt. I'm begging you to listen. Just answer your phone, try to understand where I'm coming from, but you don't, and you'll regret it. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to the girls you're used to. Go back to those tots. She's just going through it. And then, goodbye. DDG is probably just looking at his phone like, what is happening right now? He probably just blocked her and went to take a shower while his phone's just blowing up with notifications. She comes back after spiraling, I was in the shower, geez. And then, I'm leaving, doors are locked, you can come get Poseidon and your stuff tomorrow. I'm guessing Poseidon's a dog, by the way. Then, I just want to resolve this so I can get some sleep. You don't ever have to talk to me again, but I can't think right now. I just want a bath. I never want to be here again. I hate this dog. And DDG's like, please stop taking it to this extreme. She says, I'm tired of begging my only friend to help me. He says, I'm still communicating with you. She says, I just thought we'd do what we wanted to do since today is Mother's Day. And this just keeps going, year after year, getting messier and messier. By 2024, she's barely even spelling words right, just pure meltdown mode. And honestly, it's just sad. She sounds like she's under some serious stress, maybe even narcissistic abuse. And DDG's just replying calm as ever, not even asking if she's okay, but maybe he's just used to it. This is how some people handle drama. They just stay calm and let the other person spiral. But at the end of the day, these are two adults airing out all their dirty laundry online, trying to make each other look as bad as possible, fighting over their son. And honestly, this isn't how I'd handle it. If you try to force a kid to hate their dad, it usually backfires. The kid ends up obsessed with their dad and resenting their mom. So really, all DDG had to do was chill. But maybe there's some ego involved. Maybe he just can't stand the idea of not seeing his son. Who knows? But DDG wasn't having it. He went full headshot mode, no holding back. And you can tell he was trying to spare her at first, but she pushed him to this point. He could have leaked all this stuff earlier, but he didn't. He only did it when he felt like he had no other choice. So that's where we're at. Two people, both with receipts, going to the courts, both looking wild, and the only one really suffering is that little boy. But hey, let me know what you think. This whole thing is a mess, but it is what it is. Peace.